In Court on TKLA Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
You're Kristen Jones.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Jones, you're appearing before the court this morning for arraignment on charges of possession of controlled substance, methamphetamine, Class D felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a separate Class D felony. Before we proceed with the arraignment, have you made any arrangements to be represented by an attorney?
I filled out the public defender paperwork, sir, and turned that in.
Judge,
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
apologize.
I'm sorry, I was focused on other things. So, all right, I've got that paperwork. Very good. Court's going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you, Ms. Jones.
Thank you.
All right.
Judge, would we have a final reading of information under plea of not guilty?
A not guilty plea is noted on the record. This case is on the Division 4 docket. Do we have we've got other dates. Do we have a scheduling order? I'm sorry. I meant to come get it. All right. We're going to enter a certain scheduling order in your case that will set this for, set your matter for trial the week of January 2nd, 2018. It will, there will be a plea deadline set for November 3rd of 2017. There will be a pretrial set for October 20th of 2017, and your next court-ordered appearance in court will be on September 1st of 2017. Now, and that scheduling order will be entered by a written scheduling order. It'll be in the court file and available for you or you to look up, or if you want to see when the order is. But at this point, with the Public Defender's Office appointed, you should contact the Public Defender's Office, give them an interview so that you can provide them with all the information about your case, and get them started on investigating your case, and we'll go from there. Now, I don't have the file, so what, Mr. Gibson, do you have any information about bond? Mr. Brown, do you have any information about bond on Ms. Jones?
Kristen, do you know what your bond is? Sorry, I don't
Well,
have a first
I
appearance.
paid the bond. My bond was $5,000, and I paid it through Campbell. But I'm also on probation vacation, and I've been here about 25 days on that.
I said that it was set at $5,000, Your Honor.
But that's on 2017-36, but there's a probation revocation. Do we know what probation
Oh, sir.
case
What
is?
county are you on probation out of, Kristen?
Boone.
Okay.
Okay, that's out of Boone County.
Judge, I think I tagged off on Mr. Brown a little early.
That isn't, is it on this?
It is. It's case 2016-122-3.
Chris, is the new charge the basis of the revocation or a majority of?
I have no idea. Well, I guess I should have an idea. I probably have a petition.
Mr. Carter, could you state that court case number again from the...
2016-122-3.
Thank you.
Judge, what I'd ask is that we let the $5,000 bond stand for both the revocation and in Boone County and then the new charge in Newton County.
I'm going to show the Public Defender's Office representing Ms. Jones on the Boone County revocation as well as the new charges in Newton County.
And Kristen, you'll have to fill out another application for your revocation case in Boone County. So if you will, pick up another application down there and fill it out for your revocation case.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Judge, if the
At this, go ahead.
If the court sets a $5,000 bond covering both cases, then I want her to show up every Monday at the probation office and pass a drug test. This is now 2 drug-related cases with it less than a year.
All right. That's going to be the bond that I'm going to set, and I'll have it apply to both cases. The bond is $5,000. Cash or professional bond. With a condition that she appear at the probation office every Monday for testing, and she'll be subject to random testing in addition, but that she'll be required to show up on Monday of every week while she's out on bond to be drug tested.
And Judge, to be sure that we're clear, she said that she had, Kristen, you already made the $5,000 on the new charge and paid that to Campbell?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so she doesn't need to make another, that one will stand for both, correct?
If she's got a bond and Campbell Bonding is willing to stay on that, there won't be another bond.
Okay.
But it needs to reflect the conditions of drug testing.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Judge needs to be in our office by 10 a.m. on Mondays for those drug tests, but next Monday she'll need to see her officer as well as drug tests.
Okay. So next, if you make that bond, you need to be in the Boone County Probation Office up here on South Pine Street You need to be up there, in there by, before 10 o'clock on Monday morning. And on that occasion of next Monday, you're specifically going to have to get back in touch with your probation officer and get back under supervision. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. That'll be the order of the court.
Thank you.
You may be excused.
Oh, Judge, when are we going to set
The Townhouse Cafe in downtown Harrison is offering a great reason to wake up on Saturday mornings. Their incredible brunch. Starting at 7 a.m., you can enjoy all of your traditional breakfast favorites or some of these decadent dishes. Eggs Benedict, featuring an English muffin topped with ham, 2 eggs, made any way you like, and topped with fresh-made hollandaise sauce. Plus, you'll also get your choice of hash browns or home fries. Perhaps something even more delectable. Townhouse Cafe's fabulous U.S. farm-raised butterfly trout grilled with a drizzle of hollandaise sauce, 2 eggs any way you like, hash browns or home fries, and either a biscuit or toast on the side. Absolutely delicious. Saturday brunch at the Townhouse Cafe in downtown Harrison.
Summer is here, and Sisters Flower and Gift Shop has recently received a large selection of new and unique items, from colorful tableware, centerpieces, wall decor, home accent, razorback products, and a baby department with clothes and accessories. Sisters has the perfect gift for any occasion. For the future bride and groom, Sisters offers a complete bridal registry. Birthday, wedding, anniversary, or just because. Sisters has something for everyone. Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
My name is Deborah. I work at Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison. Not only do I work at the front desk, but I'm also a dental assistant. So I'm seeing you from the beginning, throughout the whole process, and even at the end of the process. We're happy to help in any way we possibly can, and I think that sets us apart from most offices. We don't just hustle you through here just to make a dollar. We're here for you, and we want to do the best we can for you.
Dental Creations on the Square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
This is Josh from Harrison Battery and Tire. Lots of folks have been asking about roadside assistance, and now it's available. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can quickly and efficiently take care of your tires and battery issues with one phone call. Professional, secure, comforting to get you back on the road. No matter what time, no matter what type of vehicle you drive, call for details at 870-741-7041. Harrison Battery and Tire on the curve of Main Street in Harrison, harrisonbatteryandtire.com. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Ah, sweet Louise, do you dream of Hercules? To be the best dressed boy in town, where you sure are something, the best there ever was.
The new Sport Heritage line.
Well, it won't mean nothing unless I try my luck and bring her out to you, Louise.
Only from Yamaha.
Oh, I'm sorry. State of Arkansas versus Joshua Smith. Mr. Smith is for arraignment.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Smith. You're for arraignment here today on charges of theft by receiving, Class D felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia related to methamphetamine, Class D felony. Have you made arrangements to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, sir.
Very good. All right, court is making the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Smith on the charges of Possession of drug paraphernalia and theft by receiving. How does the defendant now plead?
Not guilty.
Not guilty plea is noted on the record. This matter, again, is on this court's Division 4 docket, and the court will be entering the scheduling order, which will set this matter for his next reappearance will be set for September 1st. His pretrial will be scheduled for October 20th of this year. For a plea deadline will be set for November 3rd, 2017, and the trial period it'll be set down for will be during the week of January 2nd, 2018. Any other matters to take up at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Not that I'm aware of.
Bonds?
Is there not bond set in the case?
No, sir.
I believe Mr. Smith was arrested because he failed to appear last time, Your Honor.
So have we. I can do this.
Where it was set at. When was that?
Judge, we show a current bond of $1,500, said by Judge Kirkpatrick. I think that's his signature. And I see another bond of $2,500 that looked like it was set by Judge Kirkpatrick.
The March 3rd, $1,500 bond. Those were both set, I believe, prior to Mr. Smith's not showing up last time. Or is that from his not showing up last time? So March, we got his FTA June 2nd, so I think that's the reason. So that's two different bonds that apparently he's made, but haven't gotten him back to court.
Have.
Been working on the same cases, Your Honor. I just got my court date mixed up on the reason I missed court.
Well, kind of important to keep track of that. Yeah, the individual bond was set at $1,500. And then there was another bond set at $2,500. On June 2nd, Mr. Smith failed to appear and an alias warrant was issued, which is why I guess he's now incarcerated. He was arrested on that warrant on June 16th. It appears the court previously had appointed the public defender's office in this case, but I guess we've done it again. So now, court's going to set a bond at $2,500. That'll be a cash or professional bond. Mr. if you've already posted that bond with a bondsman, it'll be up to you to contact the bondsman and make sure he'll stay on it. Otherwise, you'll have to post a new $2,500 bond. Mr. Smith, it's your responsibility to keep up with your court dates and court obligations. As I just stated earlier, there's a written scheduling order filed in your court file. That court file is a matter of public record. You can go and look in it anytime you have a question. The better alternative is the public defenders have been appointed to represent you, and it's your obligation to stay in touch with the public defender. They're not going to come looking for you. You need to get in touch with them and stay in touch with them, and they will inform you if your court dates change in any way. But it's your obligation to keep up with those dates. So if you get out on bond again, you need to know that your next appearance in court is now scheduled for September 1st of 2017. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
You may be excused. Next, I want to call Newton County Case 2017-8, 2017-9, State of Arkansas versus Shane Middleton.
Judges, like Mr. Middleton is here for a reappearance. There are no issues to take up on behalf of the defense.
Yes, this is set down as a review hearing in Mr. Middleton's case. His next appearance in court is ordered for July 14th. That's his pretrial date. Let me just quickly check and make sure the other date is. Yes, he has the same in both cases, 2017-8, 2017-9. Let me make sure, have we transferred 9 to the Division 4 docket? I presume we have. Yes, we have. So 2017-9 is transferred to the Division 4 docket, and on both cases, Mr. Middleton is to his next court appearance is scheduled for July 14th. That's a pretrial date. He's scheduled for trial during the week of August 7th. Any other matters to come forward at this time?
No, Your Honor, from the defense.
All right.
I'll be down to see you early next week.
All right.
I'm currently housed at California Rock, North Central Union. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Can they hold him till Monday?
Well, we'll probably have to change
Can we
the
bring Mr.
transport.
Middleton up then? If he's being housed down there, I think we can resolve his case.
All right. The court will order that Mr. Middleton will be brought up for this afternoon session of court.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Summer is here, and Sisters Flower and Gift Shop has recently received a large selection of new and unique items, from colorful tableware, centerpieces, wall decor, home accent, Razorback products, and a baby department with clothes and accessories. Sisters has the perfect gift for any occasion. For the future bride and groom, Sisters offers a complete bridal registry. Birthday, wedding, anniversary, or just because. Sisters has something for everyone. Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. Are you trying to get out and take in these beautiful days, but find that you end up sneezing, itching, and getting all sorts of bites or rashes? Don't let outdoor allergies, bugs, or poisonous plants keep you from enjoying all that the Ozarks has to offer this season. Stop in at Nature's Wonders and let us show you the products we carry that can help with the challenging parts of nature so that you can enjoy all the wonders. Find us on Highway 65 just down from Thompson's Ace Hardware. Nature's Wonders, the natural living store.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet so that you know everyone is safe. You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep.
Join Sammy Klein Thursdays and Fridays during the TKO8 local newscast for this week's closing livestock market report. Made possible by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte. Quality Feed Grains has you covered. Everything for cattle, pets, deer, equine, poultry, seed and spray, show feed, and garden. Check their website, qualityfeedgrains.com, now for this month's special. Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte, proud sponsors of the Livestock Report with Sammy Klein on Harrison's broadcast station TKO Channel 8.
2017-12, 2017-14, and 2017-10. State of Arkansas versus Connor Rigsby.
Judge, if we could have Mr. Rigsby brought up this afternoon.
Likewise, we're anticipating
a plea.
All right. Court's going to order that Connor Rigsby will be transported to court at 1:30 this afternoon. State of Arkansas versus Jordan Hampton.
Judge, he's made an application to the public defender's office, if I can approach.
All right, you may.
Judge, can we bring Mr. Hampton up as well?
So I'm just trying to get to the petition to revoke. That's right, we can't bring it up. Let me have the file back, please, on Mr. It's mine.
Hey, Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes, you may.
Your Honor, I'm in City ABC. I was just wondering if we can't just run this concurrent with my prison sentence.
Judge, we've got a resolution worked out if we can have him brought up.
All right. Technically, Judge Putman's on the revocation, but if we've got a resolution, the court will take the plea if we can get it resolved.
Can we do that? If Putman sentenced him?
I think there's a serious question, but I guess if nobody objects. All right, let's put him down. Then let's not, rather than bring him up, let's put him on for Judge Putman on June 30th.
Okay. Judge, he needs to be appointed.
Right.
Apologize.
Yeah, we're going to have you appear before Judge Putman on June 30th. He's the judge who's on your revocation case. You may be excused.
Thank you.
Let's bring Zane Thomas Sullivan.
Yeah.
Mr. Brown, has the information been filed, or is it in the process?
Alicia Claiborne has been, Your Honor. As far as Zane Smith, is it?
Zane Sullivan.
Zane Sullivan, I'm sorry. We don't know anything about Mr. Sullivan, Your Honor.
I mean, here's a. There's an affidavit here. Are you Zane Thomas Sullivan?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Sullivan, you're before the court for what's called a Rule 8.1 hearing. Rule 8.1 refers to Rule 8.1 of the Arkansas Rules of Criminal Procedure, and it provides that an individual who's been arrested and taken into custody but hasn't been able to make bond and is still in custody, you're entitled to come before a judge and be advised of what charges you're being held on and what bond, if any, has been set in the matter. And if none's been set, the court will set a bond. And also you're entitled to explain some constitutional rights. So in that regard, the court has paperwork before it. It appears that you've been arrested on probable cause on charges of battery in the second degree, which if charged will be a Class D felony, resisting arrest, a Class A misdemeanor, domestic battery, third degree, a Class A misdemeanor, 4 counts, and disorderly conduct, a Class C misdemeanor. Those are the charges upon which you're being held at the present time, and I don't see any indication in this paperwork that a bond has been set. Based on the violent nature of the allegations, the court is going to set bond at $10,000. That'll be a cash or professional bond, and it'll have a condition on it of no contact whatsoever with the alleged victim, whose name is Kimberly Sullivan. So you're not, if you do make that bond, it's a specific condition of your bond that you'll have no contact whatsoever with her. You're not to go around her or wherever she's living, or to make contact with her by phone, by text, by any means whatsoever. Have you? You're further advised that while you're incarcerated and thereafter, you have an absolute right to be represented by an attorney. The court would advise you that it's your right to an attorney, and you exercise that right by going out and hiring the attorney you choose to hire. And that's a matter of private contract between you and the attorney you hire, and the court doesn't get involved. However, in the process of trying to hire an attorney, you discover that you cannot afford to hire an attorney. The court advises you you're still entitled to an attorney. So the court is advising you in that circumstance you'll get appointed counsel through the public defender's office. What you need to do if you want to secure appointed counsel is you'll have to contact you'll have to get a form that's available there at the sheriff's office or the jail and fill it out. It's an application for services of the public defender. Once you fill that out and turn it in, it'll be transmitted to the public defender's office, who will get the form before a judge, and the judge, it'll either be myself or one of the other judges in this area who will review it and sign it if it's appropriate, appointing you attorney. The court would strongly urge you, given the serious nature of the charges, to get an attorney in place representing you as quickly as possible. The court would also advise you that while you're in custody, you have an absolute right to remain silent. What that means is you have the right not to allow yourself to be interviewed by a law enforcement officer while you're in custody. In other words, if a law enforcement officer attempts to interview you, you can simply say, I decline to answer any questions, and that's your constitutional right to do. So, do you understand these rights that I've informed you of?
Yes, sir.
Very good. This completes the requirements of an 8.1 hearing, and you may be excused.
Ah, sweet Louise, do you dream of Hercules? He'll be the best dressed boy in town, where you sure are something, the best there ever was.
The new Sport Heritage line.
Well, it won't mean nothing unless I try my luck and bring her out to you, Louise.
Only from Yamaha.
This is Josh from Harrison Battery and Tire. Lots of folks have been asking about roadside assistance, and now it's available. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we can quickly and efficiently take care of your tires and battery issues with one phone call. Professional, secure, comforting to get you back on the road. No matter what time, no matter what type of vehicle you drive, call for details at 870-741-7041. Harrison Battery and Tire on the curve of Main Street in Harrison, harrisonbatteryandtire.com. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Are you David Drury?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If you'll step forward. Mr. Drury, the court has before it uniform citations indicating that you have been arrested on charges of leaving the scene of an accident and public intoxication. Rule 8.1 of the Arkansas Rules of Criminal Procedure provides that if a person has, is that for here? If a person has been arrested and is held in custody, hasn't made bond, that they're entitled to be brought before a judge promptly, advised of why they're being held, and other information about their case. The court is advising you that these are the bases apparently upon which you're being held. Public intoxication and leaving the scene of an accident. The court Are you being held in the Newton County Jail for charges or citations that were issued out of Boone County? Is that what the situation is? Because both these citations are City of Harrison citations. All right. Well, that's the only thing I can figure out is that these are City of Harrison citations, and you have a court date set by citation on the 20th of July in Boone County District Court. I'm relatively certain on these charges that the Boone County District Court has set a bond. This court is going to set a bond of if one hasn't been set, and we don't have that information.
Yes, Your Honor, there's one set. My bondsman is coming in 45 minutes.
Okay. Then if you have information that's available to you that's not available to the court, I'll let the bond that's been set by district court govern it. If you needed a bond set, I'd set one, but if you already made those arrangements, then you know more information than I do. So the court would advise you that to complete the Rule 8.1 hearing, the court would advise you that while you're in custody, you have a right to an attorney. You arrange for the attorney either by hiring the attorney of your choice or by seeking appointed counsel through the public defender's office. If you elect to seek appointed counsel, you'll need to fill out an application for the public defender's services. That application is available to you at the jail, and you fill it out and turn it in, and it should go to the public defender's office, where the public defender's office will get in front of a judge to have counsel appointed. The other right that you have is the right to remain silent, and I'm advising you that right means that you have the right to refuse to answer questions about any criminal activity that you may or may not have been involved in, and that right just simply gives you the right to tell any law enforcement officer that you are declining to answer any questions. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. At this time, this completes the Rule 8.1 hearing, and you may be excused. I'm going to call Alicia Claiborne back.
Yes, Your Honor. I have the copies of her warrants in hand.
I think I have copies as well.
Okay.
All right. Ms. Claiborne, what the court has before it is a copy of a warrant that was served on you 2 days ago by the Jasper Police Department, Officer Sarah Scott, setting a court date in Circuit Court to appear of June 30th, which is next Friday. That'll be in front of Judge Putman. The warrant is for a charge of forgery, Class C felony. There's no indication of bond on this. Have you been informed of a bond?
No.
All right. The court is going to set a bond at $5,000, cash or professional. That'll be you can make that bond by either of those means, either by hiring a bondsman or posting cash. As I say, the bond is set at $5,000. And if you bond out, you need to understand that you are obligated to appear in front of Judge Putman in Circuit Court, appear in Harrison on the 30th of June. With court starting at 8:30, you should be here at 8:30 a.m. The court would advise you further that while you're in custody, you have a right to remain silent and not answer any questions from law enforcement about the charges against you or any criminal activity. You also have the right to an attorney, and on a felony charge, as this indicates it is, I would strongly urge you to make arrangements to have an attorney, either by employing the attorney of your choice, or if you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you're still entitled to an attorney, in which case you need to make application to the public defender's office. The forms are there in the jail. You can get them, fill them out, turn them in, so that the process can be started to get an attorney appointed for you, so that when you come to court on June 30th, you have an attorney in place. Do you have any questions about your situation at this point?
Your Honor, she
Yes.
also has a cash-only warrant on a failure to pay time paid.
I see that document. It's stamped at the bottom as cleared. I don't know what that, I wasn't sure what that meant, and this warrant but this warrant was served on her as well?
Yes, Your Honor, it's been cleared out of our system.
Oh, cleared out of the system. All right. So then I would further advise you in terms of bond that you have, this is out of Newton County District Court. You had certain obligations that when you were released after going to court, you had to pay out over time. As reflected in here, there's the total amount to be paid is $1,695, and the warrant would indicate that the judge has set the bond as a cash only obligation to pay that $1,000. Well, no, this. It is stamped with cash only and must appear. So $1,695 is the bond on that. Ma'am, what did you want to say?
It's moot point, I believe, at this point. I recently started working, and I'm supposed to work this weekend as well, but I made up a neighborhood, so
All right. All right. You may be excused at this time. All right.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
I'm calling Boone County case CR 2017-165, State of Arkansas versus William Bryant.
Judge, you made an application for an approach.
Mr. Bryant, can you hear the court all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. I'm making the appointment of the Public Defender's Office to represent Mr. Bryant.
Judge would waive a formal reading of the information, enter a plea of not guilty.
Just so it's clear, we have charges of simultaneous possession of drugs and firearm, a Class Y felony, possession of controlled substance, methamphetamine, Class D felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class D felony, possession of a firearm by a certain person, that's a Class D felony, and theft by receiving a Class D felony. On those charges, the defendant is entering a plea of not guilty, and that's noted on the record. This case is assigned to Division 3 docket of Judge Putman. I'm ordering his reappearance in front of Judge Putman on June 30th.
Judge, we have a lot more on Mr. Bryant. I'm going to give Mr. Gibson, I realize Mr. Hancock will represent him, but Mr. Bryant also has a revocation in case 2015-19-3.
All right. Let's go to that one.
Judge, he did actually fill out 2 applications. I apologize.
Well, he's got a third case, too.
I don't know if he did the trifecta.
Is that one on our list?
Judge, I don't believe the file has been set up. He had an 8.1 hearing on it in January.
Well, explain that to me.
Boone County case.
Again, I'm appointing in case 2015-19-3. The court is appointing the Public Defender's Office. Let me quickly see if I can get to the petition and. All the wonders of computers, it's actually easier to look in a written file to find documents. But let's see what I can do. Oh, that's right. I'm not going to be able to read the document anyway because we haven't gotten to scanning here. But anyway.
Judge, we can waive a formal reading of the petition, enter Mr. Bryant as not true.
No, in fact, there's no indication. The petition has been filed in the file. I guess it hasn't been entered in context. Mr. Bryant, just to inform you, there has been a petition filed against you in case 2015-19, filed of record on February 22nd, 2017. The petition alleges that you had violated the condition of your probation that required you to not use or possess drugs. It's alleged in August of 2016 you were charged with various felony offenses related to use and possession of drugs, that you'd violated the condition having to do with association, names of specific individual who you were found to be associating with who was a convicted felon, and that you were not to have a firearm as a condition of your probation, and that you were alleged to have a firearm in your possession, as indicated by the previous charges that we were read. So all of those allegations are contained in the petition. On the allegations in the petition, how do you now plead?
Not true, Your Honor.
So I'm noting the defendant's plea of not true, and again setting him for reappearance and possibly for hearing on in front of Judge Putman on June 30th.
Judge, can we address bond? Mr. Bryant, did you bond out on the original charges and then were rearrested for the revocation charge? Okay. Judge, it looks like you had set a bond for him at $10,000 on the underlying charge, which he made bond, but then the revocation was filed based on those new allegations, and so he was rearrested. I'd ask that we let the $10,000 bond stand for both the revocation and the new charge.
Mr. Carter, what can you tell us about this third set of charges that you've announced?
I don't want to say
before I
anything.
Rule on bond.
I don't want to say anything about it. We're still looking into those.
Okay. All right. On that basis, then, the court is going to set the bond for Mr. Bryant's appearance at $10,000 cash or professional bond. The conditions of the bond are to cover both arrests, and in light of the probation situation, the court's going to make it a condition of his bond that he report to his probation officer and get back in compliance with probation while he's out on bond. He should be subject to drug testing under those circumstances, and he's not to have in his possession, as a condition of bond, he's not to have in his possession any type of firearm. He's not to have in his possession any type of drugs or alcohol, either use or have possession of those items. That will be the conditions of his bond. Mr. Bryant, your next appearance in court will be June 30th in front of Judge Putman. You may be excused at this time.
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you in part by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.